Eagles Sessions, Training Camp Standouts, Episode 2. That's 4.
Here I am, it's the on-campus kingpin, yes I am.
Gayle Saunders, Eagles Sessions, Episode 2, talking about training camp standouts. As you know, training camp is over, and we're on our way to preseason game number 2 versus New England Patriots. But let's talk about the standouts in camp. Number 1, let's start with Nick Foles. Nick Foles, as you all saw against the Steelers, played pretty well in that game. He was very poised, very accurate, and he did what he did best, and it looked great. And I know it was the 2s and 3s. Some people might want to anoint him. Let's wait and see. But from what has transpired on the practice field, has definitely followed to the game field. And you got to be excited about that. Number 2 on our list is Dion Lewis. He's looked pretty decent in camp, actually pretty great in camp. He's made a lot of guys miss. At the practices I was at, he's made a lot of guys look silly. And some people don't even realize that Dion Lewis actually broke a lot of records of LeSean McCoy at the University of Pittsburgh. So this guy has backed up LeSean McCoy before, and now it's his turn to actually step it up a notch. He's back, focused, and ready to do some work. So look for more things from Dion Lewis. Could be effective on third down and some screens. This guy's shifty, and he hasn't shown everything that he's capable of doing. Number 3, let's talk about Damaris Johnson. Let's call him the small wonder. This guy's been pretty phenomenal in camp. He's crazy fast, really fast. He's got some good moves. You can't front on his speed. Very elusive, runs very crisp routes, and one thing that points out to me the most is he can stop on a dime, and that helps when he's running patterns. A lot of guys couldn't stick with him, and he's just a young rookie. Can you believe it? Next up on this list is Bryce Brown. The 7th round draft pick has been pretty much amazing for a 7th round pick. You don't expect him to make that many waves in training camp, but with the time that he's had and the opportunities that he's gotten, he's made the most of them. And as you saw against the Steelers, made some guys miss, made some nice catches out of the backfield, and has 4.3 speed, folks. Don't front on the speed there either. If he makes this roster, I'll be very excited. This guy used to be the top-rated running back coming out of high school. His college career didn't last too long. He transferred out of Tennessee and then went to Kansas State and had an injury. And the running back coach for the Eagles put everything on it and said, trust my instincts. This guy could be a legitimate talent. And Andy Reid followed up and believed every word of his running backs coach, and now he's on the Eagles roster. Hopefully makes the 53-man roster and contributes on special teams, and he could be that 3rd string back the Eagles are looking for. Now let's shift to the defensive end position, and we got Phillip Hunt. Now Phillip Hunt was a beast in the CFL, man. Like, this guy had 16 sacks in one season. The Eagles always love depth. They love defensive ends, and he has come on strong. Let me tell you, this guy's got some speed, and he's really making these tackles, you know, dip down and try to block this guy. He's using the leverage, using the speed to get in there, as you saw last preseason game against the Steelers. I'm telling you, there is so much depth at the defensive end. It is crazy. While we're at the defensive end position, let's go over to Brandon Graham. We expected a lot out of him as the first draft pick a couple years back, but he got injured. And we've been waiting. And this could be the year that Brandon Graham actually brings his talents to the table. So he's got a lot of speed, and he's got a chip on his shoulder. You know how some Eagle fans are. They're always bashing a player, you know, especially when they're down. But Brandon Graham, he's been listening, and he's got something to prove. So let's see what he does this season. But so far, so good. He looks pretty damn impressive. Moving right along that defensive line, let's go to Cedric Thornton. He's a guy that was on the practice squad last year. They actually brought him in as a free agent DT. What you like about Thornton, he's an athletic guy he's got a quick first step. And Washburn, you know, Dixon's there as well, Anthony Dixon. But Thornton is a guy that has done everything they wanted him to do in the offseason, and that's get better. And he has gotten better. This guy's a big, fast, strong athlete, and that's exactly what Washburn likes: athletic defensive linemen with strength, strong defensive tackles. You know, it'll be interesting to see what the Eagles do if they bring 5 defensive tackles. Thornton could be a guy that could be sticking around. Moving to the linebacker position, we got Myles Kendricks. When many wanted Kuechly out of Boston College, we went and got Kendricks. The best thing you like about this guy, he's got a high motor and he's got crazy speed. So when you're looking for a linebacker to keep up with tight ends, he could be it. Myles Kendricks in camp, he's lived up to everything that we thought Myles Kendricks is and more. He's man in that strong side, and I wouldn't be surprised if he moves to the middle at some point. He's been playing that good. He has that nickname, the Angry Bird, because he actually plays angry. Hopefully he puts all that punishment on opposing running backs. Let's move over to the secondary, and we got our boy DRC, and so far this guy, it should be Run DRC, because this guy is running things. He's been toying with QB's emotions. He's got the speed to do that. He can bait a lot of quarterbacks into throwing, and hopefully DRC picks off a lot of these passes come during the season. Last year they had him in the slot. Now he's back out to doing what he does best, and that's play man, play up in receivers' faces. And I got to see this Sean Jackson versus DRC and many of practices. And can I tell you how much speed was on the field and how exciting and how geeked I was to watch what was going down. And DRC came to the table and he put a lot of these receivers in check. He came to camp with the green mohawk, which is pretty fresh, pretty intense, pretty quirky dude. He's not just your average. I mean, he's kind of quiet, but he's still quirky in the same breath. But look for him to make some plays. I can't wait to see what he's done. And so far, I've been impressed. And I'm all on the DRC train. I want to give a big shout out to my new subscribers: Fresh Boy 15, Cool Comment K9, XL Monster Designs, Angelo's channel, Ghost Bender's channel, and Jay Sotelo 14, NCO 893s. Much appreciated. Big ups to those who want to subscribe, comment, and rate. That's what I love. I want to talk to you fans out there. It's all about us Eagle fans having Eagle therapy sessions, talking about things that we love the most, which is the Philadelphia Eagles. So with that being said, hopefully that you're living the dream, not as a dream team, but living the dream.